What's up?
What does pH stand for?
Really good question. I was worried someone was going to do that. It's something about hydroxides, and I'm not really sure. I'll try to look that up and let you know.
Yeah.
But again, if you look at the, may I touch this again? I'm so sorry, I was just grabbing. If you look at the back side of your paper, please, everybody flip it over and look at the chart on the back. Look at the chart on the back. So what you're seeing here is this is just letting you know about pH. Again, lower, 0, 1, 2, we're talking like battery acid, lemon juice, wine, and then like normal rain is about 5, 6, distilled water is 7, baking soda is 8, and anything above that like soft soap, ammonia, and lye is like that 13 or 14. So if I put you in a vat of battery acid, bad for you. If I put you in a vat of like lye, bad for you, right? Life likes 7s. Life likes 7s, 6s, 8s, that kind of thing. So that's what we want to stay in. So when you're a farmer, most things grow in what? Yeah, neutral, right? There are some plants that really like more acidic, like 5s, 5.5, some go to 4s. There are some plants that like more basic. So today what we were supposed to do was we were supposed to test these two soils, soil B and soil A, and we were going to test the acidity or the baseline of what they were. Here's what happened with my first hour. It went, it did not go well. And the reason it did not go well was because we were not able to separate. You know how you let your soil that you collected outside separate for a while and now you can see the water is clearer? Our soil never got clear. They said, wait 5 minutes. We waited 5 minutes and it was not able to clear up. So what I have done is I have made a test batch that I'm going to let set for a while, and hopefully by like Monday or Tuesday, and I know I don't get to see you on Monday, we'll be able to have some clear water and we can go ahead and maybe test this pH. We don't have school on Monday, Brandon. Did you not know that? I'm so sorry. So it's Memorial Day, so it's like, for Memorial Day, a lot of times people go to the local cemetery, and it used to be a big thing for soldiers that died in the war, and then it has kind of changed to everybody that has died. It's kind of like our All Saints. It's like different cultures go. What's the culture of the day? Is it Day of the Dead, Muerto? What is that thing? Has anybody ever seen, what's the little Coco, the adorable movie?
Oh, Coco?
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, and they're celebrating, right, their ancestors. That's kind of like Memorial Day, right? For in America, is that you go to the cemetery, you put flowers, you celebrate the people that have passed. That's what Memorial Day has kind of changed into here. All right. So we were going to do that. We're still doing it, except what we're going to do is have you test the water from your own soil sample, because it needs to, it's been soaking in that kind of soil, and we're going to go ahead and test that. Rebecca, you with me? Yeah. We're going to test that to see what the pH of our soil is here. Now, what is the parent material of our area? Yep.
Limestone.
Boom. So limestone has a lot of calcium in it. What do you take when you have a bellyache?
Tums.
Calcium Tums, right. You take antacid Tums. What does antacid mean?
I don't know.
Antacid, which means what's it going to do to the acidic acid in your stomach? Going to get rid of it or tame it down. So then limestone has those same qualities. So what do you think, looking at that chart, everybody turn your paper over and look at that chart, what do you think our soil is going to be like since we have a parent material of limestone? Turn with your person next to you and talk that out.
When it's going to be normal rain,
Going to be more acidic or more basic? We're basic. So today what we're going to do is we're going to test that out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up, that lab in front of us. Here it is. Can someone please read the introduction for me? Great, I will do it. So it is important for Iowa farmers to pay attention to soil health indicators. So indicators would be like, gosh, what's an indicator in your life? What would be an indicator?
Oh, I know
Yep.
one.
What's an
Sign
indicator?
in baseball. Hat means it's what the sign's going to be.
That is such a good one. Yeah, so that's an indicator. That's something that, right, exactly. Somebody give me another example, an indicator. A what?
Traffic light.
Traffic light, okay, that's also an indicator. So, farmers need to pay attention to the soil health indicators that let them know if the soil is good or not for what they want to plant. Because at the end of the day, unhealthy plants are not profitable. And a farmer's job is to make money off of the produce that they create. Oh, by the way, I got the internship this summer at the Johnson County Poor Farm, so I'm super, I know, thanks. So I get to work there for 6 weeks this summer. Very excited. They may not produce well if the soil's not healthy, may not compete well with weeds, gotta worry about weeds, you want your plants to be healthier than weeds, and can even become more susceptible to insects and disease. Just like a person, if your immune system is down, like my immune system is down, I'm more susceptible to diseases and germs that come around. Healthier soils can lead to an increased yield. Yields mean what?
Harvest.
Yeah, output. That's what I'm talking about. Yields are your output. Improved drought resilience, and right now, guess what we're experiencing in Iowa?
A drought.
Yeah, it's really dry right now. And reduced input needs, which means you have to put in less water, less fertilizer, less stuff. All this can get out of whack if the soil pH is problematic. So pH, here you go, bud. It stands for potential of hydrogen. Right, so is a scale of acidity from 0 to 14. It tells how acidic or alkaline, meaning basic, a substance is. Safety precautions. It says to use, we are not going to wear goggles for this one today. It's okay, we're just going to be, safe. We're using the water that we used yesterday. We are going to use a little indicator right here, please. Make sure that you bring your container up here. You're not going to bring this back to your table. Soil sample, you're going to have A or B, but what you're going to do is just use your class soil that you use back there. Try not to mix up the dirt in it. You want that clear water. It's already been soaking, so the water will have the pH. So it says place approximately 15 milliliters of the soil in the sample. Don't worry about that. Pour distilled water into the sample container. Don't worry about that. Cap, swirl. Don't worry about that. Allow the soil to settle.
Worry about that.
We did that, right? The soil's been settling for a while. Once the soil has settled, use a clean pipette. So everybody should have a clean pipette at your table. At the end of the lab, we're going to throw this away. Use a clean pipette to obtain 5 drops of the soil water suspension. So don't go in there, it's separating on my desk. Don't go in there and mix it up, just get the water. Place this, it says in the cap of the sample container. I'm not worried about that. Place the whole thing in your container. So open it up, put 5 drops of your water, and then come and put 5 drops of this thing, swirl it around, and then you can take a little bit of it and put it in the cap. Because it's a white cap, you'll be able to see the pH colors better. Here's your pH color indicator. Okay, so you're going to match it up with that, and we're going to see, if your predictions of a more alkaline soil were correct or not. After you are done with that, it says dispose of the reactive sample down the sink. Rinse the water sample tube 2 times. So go ahead and just rinse this out with regular water. Put a squirt of distilled water. I don't have bottles for everybody, so you have to share. Squirt, cap it, shake, 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 dump it out, and it'll be ready for the next group. When you are done, move on, please, to what it says down here. Right now, everybody pick up your pencils and do this for me. Get rid of this.
Cross it out. Both A and B. Oh.
You're going to give the pH of yours, and then what you're going to do here where it says Iowa crops grown in soil types, this is down here. In the table above, use the normal growth pH document at your table. So where do you find this information? At your table, okay? To list 3 crops that could be grown in this soil type, because that's all we have to test right now. So you're gonna look for 3 Iowa crops that will grow well in the soil that we just got. Turn it over, please. Then, what you're gonna do, it says, how does the pH of soil affect the release of nutrients in the soil? Use the chart on the table. So there's another chart on your table that you're going to use for that. You understand?
Yep.
Okay, so where do you get this information from, Jared?
What?
Where do you get this information on acidic soil and alkaline or basic soil?
From your pH level.
Yeah, but it says use the chart on the table.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah.
And then if the pH of the soil is too low to grow the crops you want, how would you raise it? Here's what my last class did. Don't do this. They just looked at this and they said, well, if the pH is too low, meaning it's too acidic, I think I'm going to put some soap in it. No, this is not for you to do that, right? No farmer in America or the world is going to say, wow, my soil is too basic. I better put battery acid in it. This is just to tell us what the pH level is like. I want you to go to this, harvesttable.com, and figure out how to, fix the soil the correct way that a farmer would. Not, put battery acid or lemon juice or wine in it. Yeah. What, hon?
I was gonna ask, can you grow different crops at different pH levels?
Yes, you can, and you're gonna go ahead and look at that. All right?
Isn't it actually like a thing that people put baking soda in their like soil to heighten?
No. You could put baking, if you want to test if your soil is acidic and you put water in it and then you put baking soda in it, what's going to happen?
Sizzle. Not sizzle.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it
going to
is.
sizzle, just like if you put vinegar, which is acidic, and you put baking soda in it. So if you want, we can do a very simple test with that. The same thing is if you put, if the soil is acidic and you put, oh God, what is it? I think if you put,
Battery. Oh, soap.
I think it's hydrogen peroxide or something like that. There's something else that you can put in it, and then you can find out if it's too, so if it's too acidic, the baking soda will foam, but if it's too basic, you put something in it, I think maybe vinegar, and then it'll foam, something like that. But anyway, you use those to do your at-home test if you want. But no, that'd take an awful lot of baking. I mean, I guess if you have a small plot, but I'm not gonna see a farmer like put baking soda
I guess it's
on
like,
an area.
I've heard of it like gardening.
Oh, maybe it's like a hometown remedy for small gardens or something like that. All right, so then what we're gonna do, and the last thing is if you could be a farmer, what would you grow or produce? And I wanna know why, I'm interested in that. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the same groups that we were in. When you're done, I need to collect those from you, please. I got like so much grading I gotta do. Collect those, and then we're gonna go ahead and watch a little 5-minute video at the end, and then your time will be your own to use appropriately if you wanna be on your phones. So first things first, go to the groups that you were in for your soil collection.
Are we not gonna retake the water quiz?
Oh my God, let's retake the water quiz first. I'm so sorry. Everybody come back. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're gonna retake it. Come back.
I'd open your mouth.
If you don't wanna take it, you can just hang out at the table, but don't begin the lab. I'm so sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Dad. Oh,
I want you to take this quiz,
I'm
so
just
we'll see how you do on
great.
this one, since we went over the first one together.
you got one for
Hurry up.
Go past me.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I apologize. Thank you very much. Okay, make sure that your notebooks are closed. And then let's go ahead and do this. When you're done, come up here and put it here upside down. Sorry about that.
They're weird.
You can read the lab, but please, 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 please. You don't want to retake it? Okay. Want to retake? You can read the lab, but please don't start the lab. You retaking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Sorry about that, y'all. I apologize. If you are good, you can just head, oh, okay, then you can go ahead and head on back to your, do you want to retake? If you're good, head on back to your lab table, please. And then as soon as these people are done, they'll hand it in. Read the lab, get your materials ready, get your soil from yesterday. So what is one specific common source for contamination of groundwater? We talked about lots of things that contaminate groundwater. What's one of them? Don't ask me if that's the right answer. I'm not going to answer the question. I'm not going to answer the question. I'm not going to answer the question.